We're gonna run now our Fluffy Bunny Blended, which basically is a caramel blended latte with toasted marshmallow and a little bit of white chocolate just for that extra creaminess. Now, when I'm building this, our general basis default is going to be to use milk only, but I'm gonna show you what to do in case they ask for a shot in their beverage. That seems to be a little bit confusing for people because sometimes people have wanted a shot in their blended drink, so I'm gonna show you how to do that. We have a couple options. The first one is when you're pulling shots and they're pulling shots on the machine, they may have shots that they are not able to use in the hot drinks, and they'll start putting those in a pitcher. So those are available for you to use over here, or if they have none of that available or you've used all of that up, you can just ask them for a shot. Now if you ask them for a shot, you're going to want to put a couple ice cubes in that to cool it down because it'll be really hot. This would have been sitting there, so it's going to be cooled down a little bit already and at room temperature, so you can just go ahead and use that. But a shot is 2 ounces of coffee, so you're going to want to use a measuring cup to measure 2 ounces of that coffee to put that in at the bottom of your blender. So you're going to put 2 ounces of coffee in, and remember that all of our beverages, all those blended drinks start with a 6-ounce base of liquid. So we put 2 ounces of coffee, we're going to put 4 ounces about of milk to fill up and make our 6 ounces. And again, it doesn't have to be very exact. So we've got our liquid base in the bottom of our blender. We fill up our cup of ice. And notice I kind of go over a little bit. We dump our ice in there. Now we're going to build our the powders in there. So I'm going to use the caramel. And based on our recipe for a 12-ounce drink, what I'm doing now, we're going to put in 2 scoops of our caramel powder. Again, doesn't have to be exact, you can be generous. And we're going to put in 1 scoop of the white chocolate powder. And then we're going to add our toasted marshmallow. Just a second. We will have one over at this station for you. So toasted marshmallow, we're going to add a pump and a half into our blender. And now we're ready to blend after we wrestle with the cover. Oh, look at that. Must be a professional. We're going to put it on our blender, maybe. And we're going to blend it on 2. If we turn our blender on. To drizzle the cup, because that's going to be our wow factor. And we'll drizzle with caramel since it is a caramel-based latte. And again, this is a little more liquidy than if we hadn't used the coffee because it has a little bit of that heat left in it. And now we want to top it with whipped cream if they have asked for that. Notice I'm going kind of around a circle and building up to make it look ever so excellent. Then we're going to put our Fluffy Bunny sprinkles on. And if you do a close-up here, you can see it's actually bunnies. Pretty amazing beverage. Enjoy!